Hi, I'm Rick Jenkins here in Panama City, Panama, and I am a student strategist for the Americas. I'm excited about how this project went because really it was a dream of a missionary named Kenny Morris we were talking and he said, you know, I'm working with the Imbara tribe and I would love to get their heart language Christian songs together. And you know how God sometimes just puts things together in incredible ways, because the first thing I thought was there are some students at MTSU who are studying to be audiologists or videographers, and I thought, what a perfect match. You know, God has great plans, and so I gave a call to the BCM director there, and sure enough, he said, you know, I think God's got some things going on here. And it took about a year for it all to get together, but when it did, it was big, and it's going to be big because it's still in process, and that's a great thing about things that God does. We never see the end of where it goes. I know this week has been an incredible week for these guys and for Kenny and Cheryl, his wife, as they got together and they did this project and just recorded in the heart language of some great people, Christian songs that are going to go to people who've never heard the name of Jesus in their language. And to have that is an eternal thing. And that's the exciting thing of how students can use their talents, not just to be on a mission trip and just do stuff, but to use their talents to be a part of what God is doing in this world.
My name is Kenny Morris, and I'm your IMB missionary working here in Panama. I work with indigenous people, specifically with the Imbara, the Kuna, and the Wonan people. We share those people with Colombia. While those three tribes are reached here in Panama, they're completely unreached in Colombia. Many villages in Colombia have never heard the name of Jesus. So what we've been doing is we've been mobilizing those folks. We've been teaching them and training them how to share the Gospels through an oral storying method. And as we're going into these villages, we're finding out that they don't have songs in their languages to sing. So as I was talking with some of my friends, some of my missionary colleagues here in Panama, I asked them about getting those songs recorded in their own language. And so we made a connection with the team from MTSU, and we've asked them to come down and to help us get those songs recorded in that dialect. They've been able to do that. It's been a tremendous help to us to get these songs recorded in their own languages. This is an oral people. They don't read, so it's not like we can just send the words to the music in because they can't read it. And even if they could read it, they wouldn't understand. They wouldn't be able to sing it because they don't know the tunes. So having this recorded has really been strategic for us to get it in the hands of the people who are just now, for the first time, starting to hear the name of Jesus. And they're able to have some songs already with music to where they can sing the praises of God in their own languages. So we're so excited about that because this is a great opportunity as students, for you guys to know that there's ways for you to use your gifts that God has given you on the mission field. Here in Panama, we work together in team. We have a very large team of Panamanians that work with us to do all of these things, and mobilizing and teaching and training. And then in Colombia, we have another huge team that works together with us so we can make things work together so we can get into these villages. And I just want to thank these students that have come and partnered with us to make this happen.
I just want to share the opportunities for university students to use the gifts that God's given them and the careers that God's given them to go further and reach unreached people in the Americas. Sometimes we think, well, all I can do is go down there and do VBS in someone's backyard or something like that. But you know, God has given you a career and God has given you a talent to go to the unreached people. Now, it may not be in teams of 50 or 60 or 70 people, but it may be in teams of 4 or 5 going either to the Andes or going to the jungles to share Christ and to help share Christ through technology, through just time, through relationships. To share the name of Christ where it's never been heard. You and I would think it's never, you know, there are no places like that anymore. But there are places like that just need someone to follow the Great Commission and to be a part of what God is doing here in the Americas.